Happy Friday. Although it feels like every day is, I don't know, some day, and Friday, isn't as celebrated as the rest of the week. So, we all know that like when you have a busy day and you feel all stressed out, the last thing on your mind is working out and eating well, right? You just are grateful that you made it through that stressful period, or you're looking for something to help you get through that stressful period. And here's the thing, we are in uncharted times right now. So feeling stressed out, feeling anxious, you're not alone. Many people feel that way. So my challenge to you is just, realize it's not you. It's pretty much the world is feeling in this like feeling the sense of uncertainty. And so I'm going to share with you just a few ways to help you kind of get through this uncertain time, hopefully as simply as possible. I'm a big fan of trying to keep things as simple as possible because, right now, there's a lot of complexity to this. There's a lot of unknown to what, Corona is. How can you get it? Do you have it? Who has it? There's more questions than answers right now. And I know that's a little frustrating for many people. And that, of course, is stressful. And just, for those of you guys who are popping on right now, I'm Kim Burns Jefferson, and I work with women over 40 to help them feel fit, comfortable, and confident in their bodies so that they can break free of the rules and doubts that have kept them stuck at the weight they no longer want to carry. So one of the reasons why, making healthy decisions, making decisions to work out is that all day long we have what I call decision fatigue. We're making decisions all day long. It's like, what should you eat? When should you homeschool your kids? Teaching them all the stuff that the teachers just pretty much dumped on you. Your boss just dumped something on you. Getting ready for a conference call. Trying to figure out so many different things. Can you go to the grocery store without wearing a mask and latex gloves, right? That's just like so much going on. And by the time you get to think about, should I have a salad with protein on it, or should I just have that Klondike bar and just enjoy it? You're like, that Klondike bar feels amazing, and I'm going to have that, right? So it's a true thing. Steve Jobs, we all know he used to wear the same, pretty much, I think he had like two outfits he used to wear. It was that turtleneck and jeans, and I think it was like a blazer and jeans. And he said the reason why he did that was because he didn't want to think about what he wore. He had too many decisions to make during the day, and he wanted to take what he wore off the table. All right. So that's what I want I want to take, thinking about being healthy and fit, I want to take that off the table for you. And so what the best way to do that is for you to really think about, what do I want the day to look like? Right? Map out the day. Say, this is how the day is going to work out, and here's your plan, right? And you map out, when are you going to work out? What are you going to eat? And I'm going to say, for now, be exact, right? So it's like, I'm going to work out at 7 a.m. I'm going to have breakfast at 9 a.m. So that it's like you're treating this like a meeting, right? And that way, the day just doesn't get away from you and you're like, oh, I didn't work out today, or oh, I ate my crap today. You have a plan, you have a skeleton of like, this is how the day is going to unfold. The second piece that I have is create a realistic schedule, right? So many people will tell me, I'll say, hey, how many days a week can you work out? Or, what can your nutrition look like? And so many people will tell me like, oh, every day, oh, all meals. And I'm like, I call bullshit on that. So it's like, really look at your life, right? We're home right now. That's great. That's wonderful. But you're home with your family. I want you to spend time with your family. You're also working. Figure out does a realistic schedule look like for you. I know right now you can go pretty much on any platform and find a workout. But do you really want to work out 7 days a week? Are you content working out 3 days a week? Really be realistic with that. And then, create your list of non-negotiables, right? For me, I have 3, right? It's my bedtime, it's having a salad, and it is moving my body. So I move my body at least 30 minutes, right? So those are the things that I always incorporate into my schedule. Think about those things for you. And then the last thing is that you have to show yourself a little compassion. Give yourself a little grace. I was having a conversation with one of my guests on my podcast, and she was talking about how she was having a hell of a time homeschooling her youngest child. And she's like, oh, she goes, it was just a nightmare. And she was talking to a friend, and her friend said, you know what? She's like, Sharon, no one's going to give you a merit badge for being the perfect homeschooling teacher. There's no merit badge. So, and I really like that, because I think so many of us get caught in this perfection trap that we feel like if we don't do things perfectly, so that we can get the merit badge at the end of the day, give up the merit badge. The best thing that I can suggest for you is to go good, better, best. That's the best. That's what has kept me out of my perfectionism mindset, is to go good, better, best. What is the best outcome, what's a good outcome, and what's an okay outcome. And that way I can always find the wins. Because when you're finding the wins, you'll want to keep going. But when you are always just missing the mark, you'll start to think to yourself, why am I doing this? Oh, this sucks. It's not for me, right? Because our ego always wants to protect us. And so the more we try to go for the brass ring and we miss the brass ring, the more our egos are like, girl, I told you that. See, what are you doing? Why are you trying to be this overachiever? So that's why, many of us, that's why stress makes, getting healthy and fit really hard. So I'm going to wrap it up because I want to keep this quick and short and to the point. First, decision fatigue is real. Stress at this point in time, that is some real shit, and everyone feels it, so don't feel like you're alone. The first step is to make a plan for at least 24 hours. What does your day look like? When are you going to work out? What are you going to eat? Give yourself at least 3 to-dos. Don't load that list with now that I'm home, I can do these 500 things. No, give yourself at least 3 to-dos. I want you to get some wins. I want you to be like, yeah, look at me. I'm kicking ass and I'm taking names. Have a list of non-negotiables. What does that look like for you? What are easy non-negotiables, layups that you could do over and over again, no matter where you are in the world, no matter if there's a pandemic going on or not. And last but not least, give yourself some grace, right? You are worthy of anything you want, but it's not going to come overnight, and the beginnings are always messy. Everyone has to be a beginner. Everyone's going to fall, skin their knees, but everyone can get up and learn from it. There's always going to be some road bumps. Yeah, bumps in the road. All right, let me know how this is resonating with you. Leave me some comments below. If you're liking this, like it. If there's someone who needs to hear this, absolutely share this, and have a fantastic Friday.